Let's transform this vintage radio cabinet by giving it an old world finish with multiple layers using unique Farmhouse products. First, we will begin by applying a coat of Farmhouse paint. For this project, we have chosen the color Coffee Bean. Once your surface is fully painted and thoroughly dried, you're ready to begin the next step in this old world finish. We will be using the product Crackleize from the Farmhouse Paint Pro Series. After mixing your Crackleize well with a good stir, dip your brush into the product and apply in thin layers. Crackleize can also be applied using a roller or a sprayer. After applying Crackleize to the entire surface, allow it to thoroughly dry. It will turn amber clear and become hard and shiny. Our next step is using the crusting mix. Having Crackleize applied beneath this layer is what allows the crusting mix to achieve the look of years of paint layers that have crackled, crusted, and peeled over time due to the natural aging process. Apply the crusting mix over the dried Crackleize with a trowel, roller, or a brush. The thicker it's applied, the larger and crustier your crackle will be. The thinner it's applied, the smaller the crackle. After about 10 to 15 minutes, the crusting mix will begin to crackle. While you wait for the crackle, wet an all-natural sea sponge roller and wring it out so it's not dripping. Once you can see the crackling, lightly roll your sea sponge over the crusting mix. This will pull off areas to achieve the peeling effect. You can also use the handheld seafoam sponge to get into the smaller areas. Using the same process, get your sponge wet and wring it out so that it's not dripping. Dab the areas where you would like to see the peeling effect. There's really no way to do this step wrong. It's all up to personal preference. It's best to work in small sections to be able to tend to each step in a timely manner. Here I will show you on a larger surface how to do this process. I am applying the crusting mix heavily to achieve a greater cracking effect. Apply the crusting mix in several directions to create more texture. You can see the crusting mix begin to crackle over the next several minutes. Once it's ready, grab your seafoam roller to peel away some of the layer. Work it until you're happy with its final look. Allow the crusting mix to fully dry. This can take several hours to overnight. Now that it's fully dry, we are going to add age and depth to this finish using Farmhouse glazing gel in the color Asphaltum. We will be wiping back the glazing gel using the Farmhouse finishing cloths. Simply apply the glazing gel using a brush. Work the brush in every direction so the glazing gel gets into all of the texture, nooks, and crannies. It's best to work in sections so that the glazing gel is able to be wiped back before it dries. When you're ready, grab your finishing cloth and wipe back as much or as little of the glazing gel as you'd like. I like to do a combination of wiping and dabbing on a finish like this. Now that I've given the glazing gel a few hours to fully dry, I will be applying another layer of interest using metallic shimmers. For this project, I've chosen the color bronze. For this step, we'll also be using the Farmhouse Crackleize and shimmer brush. Apply a thin layer of Crackleize to any raised details that you would like the metallic shimmers to accent. This can also be applied over large, flat surfaces. Work in manageable sections that you can complete the next step of applying the metallic shimmers within about 10 minutes. Allow the Crackleize to set up until it's very tacky and no longer gooey. This takes approximately 10 to 30 minutes depending on your environment. Next, grab your sheet of metallic shimmers. We'll be applying the backside of the shimmers against the Crackleize. Use your Farmhouse shimmer brush to offload the shimmer and smooth onto the surface to adhere. When you're finished brushing, just pull off your shimmer sheet. This will leave behind a beautiful layer of the bronze shimmer that we have chosen. Continue working through your piece in sections. Metallic Shimmers is a very forgiving product and extremely easy to use. I'm going to add just one more touch of age using the glazing gel and tea stain to complete this old world look. I'm finishing it off by applying and dabbing the glazing gel around the edges. And there you have it. Those are the products and steps used to complete this unique old world look. Mix and match Farmhouse paint colors, shimmer styles, glazing gels, and more to achieve your own personal artistic look and style.